It's been 10 years since I first began broadcasting to you through the miracle of YouTube technology, and since then, I've been trying to keep up with the times. I just finished upgrading my vinyl record collection to cassettes, and I got a new cell phone. Check it out. And I finally got one of those new rectangular TVs. I've been reorganizing all my game consoles, new video switchers, working out all the bugs, new shelves. I can now get behind my game consoles to reach all the wires, and of course the ability to play games in HD clarity. Yeah, high def. Yeah. Now let's play some 8-bits.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the games and stuff he'd rather have. A buffalo, take a dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the roll of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. Nerd.
Blam! Running around in your blue underwear. It doesn't get any better than this. It ain't Superman or Ultraman. It's Capcom's Mega Man, a robot hero built by Dr. Light to battle against the evil Dr. Wily and his never-ending supply of robot villains in the year 2 whatever. The 2D gameplay is as classic as they come, with a little bit of Contra, a little Metroid, but still stands in its own right, with its stage select system and the ability to steal each of the boss character's weapons. Oh, we can't forget about those disappearing blocks. One of the many rules of gaming: never trust what's under your feet. Mega Man 2 is favored by many. It's considered to be one of the supreme examples of these types of side-scrolling action games. It's the one everybody knows, just like another Capcom game, Street Fighter 2, which revolutionized the tournament fighter genre. I guess you can say Capcom made the best number 2s. It's the simple things that make it so appealing. For example, Mega Man's run cycle. He's constantly at full sprint. You can see the determination, the pure gallantry, but that doesn't even graze upon why the gameplay is so addicting. The jumping, the mid-air shooting, it's a science that triggers a phenomenon in your brain. Oh, sorry, I was just playing the game. When you do catch yourself a break to stop and listen, you'll realize you're hearing some of the most rockin' video game tunes of all time. If only the idea of video game soundtrack albums caught on back then, you'd get 21 hits in one fantastic collection, including and this offer's not available in stores. Order today. I remember when Mega Man was a trilogy, but then it became hexology. 6 classic 8-bit games on the NES. With each installment, there were upgrades. 3 added the slide, 4 added the Mega Buster, and of course, each time they had to come up with more robot villain names. Snake Man, Needle Man, Hard Man, Dust Man, Charge Man, Tomahawk Man, Kimmy Gibbler, Salad Man. It wouldn't stop. The series was impressively consistent. There was a point where it seemed like the team behind making these games were not human. They were machines themselves, pounding out each sequel in an assembly line. Sure, by the time 6 came along, it got a little stale, but it was rejuvenated with the Mega Man X series on Super Nintendo, featuring a new Mega Man robot called X. Man, oh man, if the franchise's foot wasn't already so far up from kicking it, now you were about to have blown off till they orbit your X3 had a lot of cutscenes and dialogue boxes, but that's cool. X4 is when they moved to the PlayStation consoles, and now the cutscenes were getting a bit out of hand. But with every new generation console, they want to show off the technical capabilities. I get it, that's okay. But the dialogue... But I can see how they're trying to keep the story an integral part of the experience to keep it fresh and interesting. With X5, it starts right up with text. You know... yeah. After a long introduction, the game starts, okay, alright, we're off now. And things are starting... Oh my god! It's no joke. Every 5 seconds, there's more dialogue. Can you see a red rope ahead of you?
I don't know. Can I move? Can I play the game?
I was just starting to have fun, and it goes to now everything's exploding. I just started playing the game. See, every screen there's a bomb you have to defuse, but they don't give you enough time to reach it. Explosions, dialogue, explosions and dialogue at the same time.
Oh my God! I've had enough. I've dedicated myself to this for too long. I've had it. I quit.
I gotta get away from this game. I gotta get out of this room. I gotta go out somewhere and do something wild. Like get a tattoo on my face of a goat holding up a baby. And most important, celebrate your independence, not to play games.
Oh my God. Who are you? I'm you. I can see that. How'd you get here? I don't know, but I remember this. Yeah. I don't know how else to say this, but I'm from the future. There, I said it. Really? Do I get the goat tattoo? Obviously not on your face. Look at this old setup. You know, with the original NES model, you can't play European games. You gotta get your art modded into Composite. Still blowing in your cartridges. You gotta get your... Oh, whoa. Why is that there? I don't know. It just sits there. Get rid of it. Why? You'll know by episode 100. What? Oh, yeah. Trust me. Just quit right now. Why? It's our duty to review bad games and warn people from playing. What's this here? There's a Mega Man PC game on DOS? Mega Man on DOS! This is something that'll make you want to quit. Okay, I'll give it a try.
First of all, I can't get it to work on a controller. Mega Man won't stop running to the left, so I'm gonna have to use the keyboard. Imagine playing a Mega Man game on a keyboard. Where's the jump key?
What's up with the colors? You have it set to CGA. You know if you were playing on the most up-to-date computers at the time, it would have looked much better. Have you forgotten? We gotta bring people back to the past.
There was a time when it was common for computer games to look like this. Why of all colors did they pick baby blue and magenta as the norm? I don't know, but that's how it was. These are the colors of our childhood. Why is there a toll booth? Mega Man can't pass without paying a toll? Does he have Easy Pass? I can't outrun this dog. Oh, get away. Get away!
Shoot him! I can't get far enough away! Then run! Just run!
I can't. He jar. Eat a bun. It's the first screen of the game. You can't get him off you. You can't outrun him. And if you do kill him, he respawns.
Well, I guess that's as far as we can get. Good. No more of that. Oh, you did it. You gotta keep going now. All right.
So after that, you get the classic Mega Man stage select screen, with only 3 selections. No matter which stage you pick, you're always fighting bats, frogs, bees, spiders, and rodents. No creative robot enemies, nothing like that. Just kill a bunch of animals. And they're all too short to hit. If you can't shoot on the ground, why are all the enemies on the ground? Why are the E-tanks always in a puzzling spot, as if the game was deliberately designed to tease you? They even put arrows telling you to move to the left. So not only do you get to die, you get to feel like an idiot too. These things are like magnets, they pull you toward them. But you're trying to get through this electrical hazard at the same time. Did both these things have to exist in the same place? And then once the disappearing blocks start happening, it's all over. Remember, I'm playing on a keyboard. Fortunately, with the sequel, the controller works. But Mega Man 3? No, I didn't skip 2. They did. There was no Mega Man 2 for PC. They jumped straight to 3, probably because the real Mega Man 3 on NES was already out. That would have made sense if this were the same game, but it's totally different. You can say it's a big step up from the first DOS game with twice as many stages, but for some reason they decide to make the stages as confusing as possible. Typically in the Mega Man games, the challenge is in your platform jumping, your combat strategy, and knowing when to use your special items. But this is all about navigating a maze. If you want a good will kind of game, try Mega Man 3 DOS.
See? A waste of life. You don't believe me? Play some of those awful Simpsons games. I think I will. And you know what, nerd? You should play more of those bad Mega Man games. Nerd?
Who's gonna want to play this? I'm lucky if I can get one other person. I have a better chance of cloning myself. So fun. This ain't a dream. I can do whatever I want. So why don't we all just stop playing the game? Yeah. Yeah.
What? Nobody tells me what's going on here. Look, I know this sounds weird, but I've sort of been time traveling around through AVGN history. Yeah, that's weird. We've never seen anything weird before. What's AVGN? Audio Video Graphic Network. So what time did you come from? From 10 years into the future. That's nice. Could you have picked a more confusing time to show up? Not confusing at all. Time traveling back into a dream? That happens all the time. Makes perfect sense! Relax. Alright, now look, I could tell you that Freddy's around the corner and he's waiting to kill all you, but I'm going to show you how much worse things could get. Here is Mega Man Legends on PlayStation. PlayStation? We're the angry Nintendo nerd. Then it's about time. How about angry Nintendo commentator? How about retro nostalgic video game? How about nostalgia critic? Now that's stupid. How about angry video game nerd? Yeah, that's good. I agree with that.
Mega Man Legends was when the series made the jump to 3 dimensions. In the late 90s, it was almost like a law. Every 2D franchise must try 3D. So the game begins and...
Wait a second.
That explains it all.
Watch out, there's something right in front of you!
Don't you think I can see?
Hold it, don't move!
Don't worry, I can't move. Every time I try, it's another text box.
Turn right there. Do you see a door?
Oh, what? That thing in front of me?
It's not far from your current position.
Not far from my current position? Use the circle button? Really? I would have never thought of that. That's not at all what I was just about to do. The control is horrific. You know how in Mario 64 and Zelda Ocarina of Time, how natural the controls feel? You push the joystick in the direction you want to go, and it responds perfectly. In Mega Man Legends, it's nothing at all like that. Instead, the D-pad moves you 2-dimensionally left and right, while you rotate your viewpoint with the L1 and R1 buttons. At least that's the best I can explain the controls. The game was later released on the Nintendo 64, calling it, what else, Mega Man 64. In this version, the controls are slightly better, but hardly anything else has been updated. Despite coming out 3 years later, and 4 years after Mario 64, which set a very clear standard on how 3-dimensional controls should feel. Hey, Link wants his rupees back. Treasures? What is this, Mega Man Legends of Zelda wannabe? Some say this game is good. In the same way some people say anchovies on pizza is good. You could do much worse. It's an adventure game that serves as an alternate to the traditional Mega Man format. It's more about exploring and watching a story unfold. But still, when I think of Mega Man, I never imagine I'd be talking to a monkey and a mustached man dressed like Dick Tracy. Go to the shopping area? Imagine Mega Man walking into Staples. But wait, that's not far off. Here, Mega Man is walking into a clothing store, a bakery, a toy store. Mega Man shopping. He's walking into a CD store. Really? What kind of music would Mega Man buy? Does this place have all popular...
I wish you would have said that earlier.
You diarrhea fiend!
Nasty! Or I just overthought it.
Overthink this!
You'd rather soup than play that game. You'd rather drown in gasoline. You'd rather... You know, the thing is... You think I'm joking, like I'm trying to be funny or something. I know, the fact that that game exists is a horrible abomination of mankind. That game... And I am not kidding. I am dead serious. Dead serious.
Yes, you are. I must be drinking too much. I ain't seeing this, man. Drinking too much, yeah, but you are seeing this. I'm you from the future. Right. And I need your help. Does this have anything to do with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? No. Good. Anything but Jekyll and Hyde. So tell me, how far into the future do you come from? A month? A year? About 12 years, almost. What are you... You didn't play Jekyll and Hyde again, did you? No, never. What's this? Mega Man X7 for PlayStation 2? Yeah, that just came out last fall. Oh man. I'm retro.
Mega Man X7. The first thing to note is that you don't even play as Mega Man X, at least not until much later in the game. Instead, you switch between Zero and a new character named Axel. Now, think about that name, and go back to Mega Man X5. I noticed Izzy, Duff, Adler, and Slash. Beyond any coincidence, they've been naming the characters after members of Guns N' Roses. That is awesome. The game doesn't even know whether it wants to be 2D or 3D. It keeps switching back and forth. I guess you could say it has variety, but the camera angles are a cruel inhumanity. I can't see a thing. According to the manual, you can adjust the angle using L1 and R1, but only in designated spots. Zero uses a lightsaber, but Axel is equipped with a gun. You'd think this gun would operate the same as Mega Man's arm cannon. It should almost make you forget that you're a different character, the same way Mega Man and X always felt the same, right? Well, no. They turned it into a steaming pile of goat. Now there's an automated targeting system. Gone is all the challenge of aiming and shooting. Now it's all about mashing buttons. When I see a bunch of targets, I tap the button repeatedly. As soon as one target is destroyed, it immediately locks on to the next one until they're all gone. Changing the established gameplay so drastically was a bad move.
Somebody please tell me I'm through with the worst of it.
I've seen the worst. I just got done playing Jekyll and Hyde. Well, you can't say they didn't try anything new, because every stage feels like a completely different game. In some ways, that's cool, but not when this happens. Get me out of Neon Hexagon Land! I don't even understand how to play this. Then it flips upside down. And not only that, the controls are reversed. If you ever find a copy of this game, do yourself a favor and bury it under the fragments of the Jekyll and Hyde cartridge that you previously smashed with the hammer.
So there you go. Yeah, and I know by your time they're probably up to Mega Man X20. No, Mega Man kind of stopped. The franchise has been dormant lately. Well, that's good. You never rush out anything just to meet consumer demand. Some franchises get done to death. You can't keep beating the same thing into the ground. Yeah, but I do miss the Mega Man series. People want it. If you had a series, what would you do? I couldn't imagine. I wish I had something like that. If people wanted it, that'd be a great thing. You can't do the same thing all the time or else it gets old, but every now and then, it's good to bring it back. Thanks.
What were they thinking?
Hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, I got you covered, nerd. You quit. You said so long, Screwy. See you in St. Louis. It's all good. You never have to play a bad game ever again. You're off the hook.
Hey, you know what? Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, now cut that out.
I'm back! It's yours truly, here to play some more games. Let's pop in here. What were they thinking?
He's the angry video game